Hey.
Is this rope from the warehouse?
You're right.
I believe so, and that means they won't be much of a clue. Anyone could have gone and gotten these ropes. Maybe the student council should have blocked the warehouse instead of the manhole. The warehouse does contain plenty of things that can be used for murder. Anyway, I know that these effigies are just wax, but it still creeps me out.
That's true.
The effigy looks exactly like real people, not just their faces, but their bodies too. The ultimate artist certainly was talented.
By the way.
Why is this effigy hanging upside down? Is this part of the ritual? I'm not sure.
What is it?
If it's not, then why is it like this? Who would go out of their way to hang an effigy? Sure thing, Moss. Good luck with your game, sir. Right. If they're going to do this much work, there must have been some reason for it. What could it be? Who would do this? The culprit? Angie? Or someone else entirely? Why were they upside down? The 4 effigies are hung upside down with ropes to the ceilings. Wax figures definitely made what Angie's made. So nothing new. I thought we could... Oh, katana. I was like, I thought her being upside down with a sword in it would make a sense. A katana stabbed into Kaede's wax effigy. Who did this and why?
Got a minute?
Let me see. Maki nudged me aside, then gripped the katana and pulled it out of the effigy.
Ah!
This is a crime scene. You can't...
What is it?
You wanted to check the katana, right? Well, you can't do that if you don't pull it out.
Because...
That's true, but we have to preserve the scene. Maki paid no mind to my protest and stared at the katana for a while.
Is this...
It's a real katana, but there's gold leaf on it.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe it's the one that was on display in the Ultimate Anthropologist lab. We don't know yet, Blade. I'll let you know. I don't plan that out, necessarily. Especially with a game like this, where I want to go until there's a good stopping point. We'll see. Is that so?
Okay.
We can probably assume this is the murder weapon, judging by the bloodstains on the tip. The edge is too rusty to cut well, but it would be enough to stab.
But...
Why would they go through the effort of using this as the murder
That's
weapon?
true.
Good question. They could have gone to my lab and grabbed a more suitable weapon.
Could it be...
Oh yeah, Moss, the patch came out today. Perhaps it's because Kyo's lab is on the same floor. They just grabbed something close by. They may have been in a hurry.
Well...
Or maybe they needed a long weapon like this. Huh? Long weapon.
Okay.
My lab doesn't contain swords or any other weapons of this length.
Huh?
Really?
That's true.
I'm not sure how Monokuma found out, but he must know I don't use swords for work. When I first started working, I botched a mission using a katana. I haven't used a sword since, which is fine, because they are a hassle to carry anyway. I suppose everyone's lab is suited to them personally, just like Angie's was. But how do they know this? Anyway, the gold leaf on this katana flakes off easily. It's all over my hand now.
Okay.
It must be pretty old for the gold leaf to flake off that easily.
Got a minute?
Why didn't you say that earlier? My hands are all sticky now. I have to go wash them later. I know, Blade. And we're going to see how long it takes to get there and if I feel like continuing to stream after that. But thanks. Maki scolded me, then stood in front of Kaede's effigy. I'm going to put the katana back where we found it. If it's too hard to watch, look away.
Okay.
Thanks. I averted my gaze and Maki stabbed the katana back into the wax effigy.
By the way.
Even so, why was the weapon stabbed in the wax effigy? A hanging wax effigy, no less. Was it part of the ritual? Or was the culprit trying to hide the murder weapon? Perhaps they had no intention of hiding it. They didn't even wipe the blood off. Besides, I'm certain there are better ways to hide the murder weapon than this.
What are you talking about?
We got to play Coyote in Chapter 1. Then what's the reason for this?
That's...
I have no idea.
Well,
We should investigate where this weapon came from. We might find a clue.
Okay.
Let's do that. I want to make sure the katana indeed came from that room. Gold leaf katana. There's blood dripping from Angie's head. According to the Monokuma file, she sustained a stab wound to the back of the neck, as well as a laceration on her forehead.
I knew it.
The killing blow was a single stab to the back of the neck. A sneak attack, most likely. Sneak attack! That could be an allusion to Tenko.
Well,
Then what do you make of this wound on her forehead? Maybe the culprit hit her in the head before stabbing her from behind?
but
But her two wounds are substantially different. Did the culprit change weapons mid-attack?
Oh, yeah.
Suppose that would be unnecessary.
remember,
Also, that wound on her forehead looks deep, but it's not bleeding much. That takes me aback because if you want blood to just happen, your head is like... That's where blood just like... So, a deep wound in her forehead that's not bleeding very much? That's weird. What's going on with these two wounds? Forehead injury.
Huh?
huh?
What's wrong, Maki?
Got a minute?
Move. Maki pushed me aside, then lifted Angie's body up by the shoulder.
Is this...
What's this doing crumpled underneath her body?
What is it?
Ooh, is this duct? This is duct tape, right? What's duct tape doing here? It's got hair and blood on it. Oh no, must be related to the case. There are hairs stuck to the tape. Long hairs. Angie's, right? Bloody duct tape with Angie's hair on it. What could that mean?
But
Huh. I'm surprised you spotted this, Maki. It was hidden under her body.
So what?
It was partially visible. As a detective, you should have noticed it before I did.
okay.
That's true. Even so, I guess you're still getting used to being around dead bodies. So don't beat yourself up about it.
Okay.
Well then, it's a good thing you're here. You're used to corpses, Maki.
Do you want to die?
Sorry.
Just joking. Couldn't resist.
Got a minute?
You don't need to apologize. I was just joking. That didn't sound like a joke, though. But Maki was, like, lightening up. Pools of blood. A small pool of blood has emanated from Angie's torso. This can't be from her forehead. The blood is from the back of her neck.
Is this...
This blood is dry. It must have been spilled a few hours before Angie was killed, maybe more. That fits the 2 a.m. time of death listed in the Monokuma file. Angie's body appears to be exactly as described in the file. There were several clues that caught my attention, but I can't draw any conclusions yet. If we think about all the evidence in combination, that might tell us something. Let us continue the investigation for now. What's wrong, Maki?
So what?
It's not that important, but the only time you're reliable is when you're investigating a crime scene. Is that supposed to be a compliment?
Like I'd know.
Who knows? You're certainly more reliable than Kaito, at least. That guy's useless. Anyway, let's continue. I think that's everything here. Because we click them. Every time we click on one of these wax bodies, it does a blatant, like, blanket idea. Let's make sure there's nothing new about the back door. Yes, that's the stuff we already know. Opening and closing the lock is exceptionally easy. It locks at the slightest touch. Okay, we already got that. Okay. I think we got everything. Let's talk to her again real quick. She
Hey,
wanted to look at the front door. I just want to confirm something. When we got to this lab, you're sure that the front door was locked?
Okay.
I'm positive. You were there too, Maki. I grabbed the knob and tried to turn it. It really is locked.
I knew it.
The front entrance was locked until Kokichi picked at the lock to open it. Kokichi pulled out thin needles and struck them into the hole. A click, a click, a click, and a clack. There, open sesame. So, he picked the cylinder lock open.
hey,
Do you think anyone else could have opened the lock besides
That's
him?
true.
Don't you freaking dare do that. It would have been impossible from the outside. Monocubs took the key. Okay, here it is. Oh yeah, there's only one key. Be bad if you lost it. You wouldn't be able to lock the door or open it from the outside. Let me see that key. Monodam swiped the key from Monopoly, then lifted it to his mouth. Nom 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 nom. He ate it!
then
So, Kokichi's the only one who could have opened or closed the door from the outside, right? Correct. Only Kokichi would have been able to open and close the door from outside. But someone inside could have opened and closed as they please.
Huh?
So the front door was locked from the inside of the room?
No.
Not necessarily. I'm just thinking of possibilities. But in that case, the question becomes how the person who locked the doors got out. How the culprit got out of the classroom after locking the doors. I'm already thinking they used something with the sword on the lock in the back door. I mean, that's obvious because of the gold flakes. Still, it's strange that the front door and back door have different locks. The front door that we came in from has a cylinder lock. And the rear door over there has a sliding lock. But by the time we discovered the body, both doors were locked.
is this?
In other words, this is what you might call a locked room mystery, right? I called that as soon as we came into this freaking room the first time.
You're right.
Yeah, the cylinder lock's key was taken by the Monokumas. So both doors could only be locked from the inside. But only if you rule out Kokichi's lockpicking, right? He could have picked the cylinder lock on the front door to go in and out of the lab. So he could have created this locked room mystery. It's possible that he locked the door from the outside by picking it after he killed Angie.
If I remember correctly.
That's true.
That's right.
Also, he appeared at an oddly convenient time when we tried to enter the lab ourselves.
I knew it.
He's suspicious. It is suspicious, but that solution seems a little too convenient. We are leveling up like crazy. I think we've finished investigating everything for now. In here.
Got a minute?
Is this really the time to rest? I don't think we've found enough clues yet. We don't know how much time we have left to investigate, so we need to hurry up.
You're right.
First, we should investigate the anthropologist lab. We may find a clue related to the katana.
That's true.
You know, check out if the katana really did come from that place. Is something wrong?
By the way,
It just occurred to me, why am I acting like your partner?
sure, whatever.
Well, it's fine, just don't get used to it. It's not as if I asked you, but it's fine with me. It's true that Maki is a tremendous help to me. And she found that one gigantic piece of evidence. I would love to leave. Let's go investigate the anthropologist lab. I still don't know what this specific spot is going to be used for. If I remember correctly, the gold leaf katana is from this one. Yep, not there anymore. Doki Doki, we are trying to do Maki right now. So we're going between Maki and We have a few in Tsumugi already, but I want to try and complete a full thing of free time events. It's just the sheath. Giggity. Earlier, the katana was inside the sheath.
Okay.
Maki, the gold leaf katana definitely came from here. I'm certain of it.
That's true.
Doesn't that make Kyo suspicious? This is his lab, after all.
No.
Not necessarily. Anyone could have come in here and taken it.
That's true.
Fair enough. Anyone could have done the same with my lab, too. Gold leaf katana.
Oh?
What are you guys doing here?
Ew.
What are you doing here? Shouldn't you be helping with a seance? You look so disgusted right now. Then again, I guess that is your signature look.
Anyway.
I forgot to bring something we need for the seance, so I came back to get it.
Huh?
Eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that white sheet over there. We brought the wooden dog statue and the cage already, but I guess we need that sheet too.
What is it?
I don't get it. Why do you guys need a cage, a wooden dog statue, and a white sheet? Don't ask me. I don't know why we need that stuff either.
So that means...
That's why I figured I'd do a little research on this seance before I got the sheet.
Huh?
Let's see. Kokichi took a look around and... I heard it was like some old handmade book. Oh, is this it?
Yeah.
Oh, it says Caged Dog Village right here on the cover, so this must be it. Let's see, what does it say about the Caged Child Seance? Kokichi flipped through the old book he picked up. Oh, is it this page? It's hard to read, but I can see the Caged Child is mentioned here. He can read whatever language that's in.
Yeah.
Kyo's drawing the same magic circle as the one in the picture. Let's see. In order to perform the Caged Child, you need 5 people, including the spirit of the spirit medium, and a dark place with no light.
If I remember correctly.
Just like Kyo said. First, draw the magic circle passed down from the Caged Dog Village on the ground. In the center of the circle, the spirit medium must kneel, curl like a turtle, and rest their forehead on a stone on the ground. Afterward, the other 4 participants must put the iron cage over the spirit medium and cover it with a white sheet. Finally, the dog god must be placed on top of the cage.
I see.
It says we can't step on the magic circle during the preparations. The dog god? Do you mean that wooden statue?
Yeah.
When the preparations are complete, turn out all the lights to create complete darkness. The seance will begin when the 4 participants are each standing at a corner of the room. There's a hole in the corner of the room. That would be bad. The 4 participants, not including the spirit medium, will sing the Caged Child song. After the song, ask, "Is the Caged Child?" then the name of the spirit. The spirit medium will reply in the voice of the summoned spirit, and that's all it says. Yeah, there's a hole in each one of those corners of the rooms. Sounds complicated.
But...
Complicated plans have a better chance of working out in the end, wouldn't you say? Whether it works or not, Kyo has been wanting to conduct this seance for a while. Since I was fortunate enough to obtain one of these copies, I have already memorized it. But I never thought I'd be able to lay eyes on the real one. What a trick of fate.
Right?
He said he memorized every word of it, too. That's probably why he left the book here, because he can conduct the seance without it.
But...
Is it even possible? Contacting Angie's ghost? The holes were where the participants are. So it says the participants have to go into each corner of the room, but the corners of those rooms has a hole in it. So it's... The participants have to go there and then sing a song. But if they fall through a hole, they can't really sing a song. If you're curious, why don't you join us, Shuichi?
Huh? Well, you know.
You should see how it plays with your own eyes.
See?
There's still time, you know. The seance hasn't even started yet.
That's true.
Maybe it's better if you join them.
Huh?
You think so?
I don't understand.
Well, I'm not going. I don't believe in seances. Very inconvenient. But whether you believe it or not, as a detective, you should be there to observe what happens. As a detective, huh?
Okay.
I think you're right. Now we're talking.
All right.
Well, I'll be waiting for you. Of the 3 empty rooms, we're in the middle one. Kokichi spoke as though he was inviting me to go play, then left the room. Caged child. I feel like someone else is gonna die by falling down the hole. The problem is, if Kyo is the killer, he could just make the seance say whatever he wants, because it's gonna be, he's the spirit medium. So I don't think this is gonna work. Or even if it does work, it's not gonna be believable, because the people will just say what I just said. Kyo, you're the murderer, and you just made up what Angie said.
Hello.
Oh, so Kokichi tells me you wish to participate in the seance as well, Shuichi? You are most welcome to join us.
Oh.
Is what I would like to say. However, only 5, including the spirit medium, may join.
Oh, man.
What a shame. Well, Keyboy, you're out.
Me?
Why me? I agree with Kokichi. I was thinking this for a while.
Listen up!
Robots and seances don't mix. They're like toothpaste and orange juice. I had both those flavors in my mouth for a second.
You see.
To be honest, I had the same thought. Your help was appreciated, Kibo.
Why, you?
Don't any of you feel guilty for kicking me out after forcing me to come? That's why we're apologizing.
Do not mock me!
No one's apologized yet.
Oh, man.
Oh, fine, our bad. Just get mad at us and start shooting electromagnetic waves at us.
How rude!
Why would I do that?
Stop it.
Stop whining, Kibo. I want to start this seance as soon as possible. But I won't forget this betrayal, Shuichi. We didn't do anything! What did I do?
So then...
So now Shuichi has joined us. First, some warnings.
Do you understand?
They're basically going to do that. Kara, that's what's happening. Do not enter the magic circle that I've drawn on the floor. It is drawn with purifying salt, so it is easily disturbed when stepped on. Chocolate and toothpaste? Ugh. You drew this magic circle with salt?
That's correct.
I always use salt for magic circles. It makes the seances more likely to succeed.
Well then...
Also, it's dark in here, so be sure to watch your step. If the magic circle is broken, not only will the seance fail,
Terrifying.
but it may also unleash a curse.
Okay.
Got it. I'll be careful. I'm surprised you were able to draw this without even looking at the picture.
Do not worry.
I have the entire document memorized, so this magic circle should be perfect. Of course, I also have the Caged Child song memorized. You must do the same.
Do you understand?
I've copied the words to the song down here. Please commit it to memory. Everyone else has already memorized it. After all, you'll be unable to read in the dark.
Huh?
We have to memorize the lyrics now?
Oh?
You're a detective, so I expect your memory to be up to the task. Here is the melody. I listened to Kyo sing the song and did my best to memorize the melody and lyrics. And it was perfect.
Okay.
I think I've got it now. Your memory is extraordinary. You are indeed the ultimate detective.
Well then...
Let us begin the ritual right away.
How exciting!
We finally get to see Angie!
So then...
Before that, let's choose a spiritual medium. It would work best with a girl. I'll do it. Oh, I thought he was gonna have to do it. Huh. I can't think of anyone but me that Angie's spirit should go in.
No.
I'll do it. Because if you're the spirit medium, you won't be able to talk to Angie.
Yeah?
Oh, that's a good point.
That's right.
You want to talk to Angie, right? Then I'll be the spirit medium. That way you can say goodbye to her. And after you finish saying your goodbyes, keep your chin up and live, life facing forward. Survive with me and everyone else.
Please.
Tenko.
By the way,
Also, Himiko, let me say this one thing. Expressing your feelings is perfectly natural. You shouldn't feel ashamed at all. So if you feel like crying while you're talking to Angie, go ahead and cry your eyes out. You'll feel better when you do. Well, I mean, laughing makes you feel better too.
damn it!
And venting your anger onto something can really cheer you up.
Yes.
Train your heart by crying, laughing, and venting your anger, Himiko. That's some great advice. I think you've trained too much. You're probably right. It seems like the two of them made up. That's good. That is good.
So then,
Now we decided on a spiritual medium. Let us begin.
Yes.
All right, Himiko, I'll see you later. Where's the rock? The
now
stone?
I would like the spirit medium Tenko to sit within the center circle. Please be sure to walk on the path so as not to disturb the magic circle.
Mm-hmm. Make sure you watch your steps since it's so dark in here.
Next, you must be as a turtle within that circle. Please rest your forehead upon this stone marker I've placed here.
It's just a stone I brought from the courtyard. Are you sure it'll work?
Certainly. It is merely needed as a marker for her forehead to rest upon.
Like this?
Perfect.
This may be uncomfortable, but please endure it until the seance is complete. Whatever you do, you mustn't raise your head or change positions.
Piece of cake. I have 5-star flexibility.
Oh, really? Watch your phrasing. This is a Japanese game.
So then,
Oh. Hydration bot has warned me. Stay hydrated. Starting now, the rest of us must go to work. There are many things left to be done.
let's see.
First, we must place this iron cage on top of Tenko. I shall leave that to Shuichi and Kokichi. But please keep in mind, walk carefully so as not to disturb the magic
Yeah.
circle. Okay, you can count on me. I may not look like it, but I'm actually super duper strong. Spiff be drinking all night.